right, so we're diving deep today.
Deep, deep.
Into Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show.
Yes.
And we're using this really cool Celeb 20 article, which captures all the excitement around it.
It does.
To kind of break down this performance.
Yeah.
And I think it's fair to say this was not...
It was not your average...
Their typical halftime show, right?
No.
This was a cultural moment.
Yeah, it really was.
It had everybody talking.
It did, yeah. It was fascinating. And
it really was.
I think what makes it so special is all the different meanings that Kendrick layered into it.
Right.
It wasn't just about the music.
Totally.
It was a statement.
It was about
society, about politics, and even, his own personal journey.
Absolutely. I mean, before we even get into all of that, we have to address the elephant in the room.
Oh, yeah.
The Drake diss.
The Drake diss.
All the pre-show, will he, won't he?
Totally.
Perform not like us.
Right.
I mean, given their legal battles.
Yeah, it
seemed pretty risky to bring that energy to the Super Bowl.
Risky is an understatement.
Right.
And he did it.
And he didn't just, dip a toe in.
No.
He went all in.
Jumped right in.
Right.
Full on.
He performed the most controversial lyrics with no hesitation.
Yeah.
What do you think that says about him as an artist?
I think it says he's fearless.
Yeah.
To use a platform this huge to address a real life conflict.
Right.
That's a statement.
That's not just a diss track anymore.
No.
Right.
It's bigger than that.
It's a statement.
Yeah.
It's super interesting because, you tune into the Super Bowl for entertainment.
Right.
You don't really tune into the Super Bowl to see artists air their dirty laundry.
It's just supposed to be, fun, family.
It's supposed to be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
he really challenged those expectations.
He challenged what a Super Bowl halftime show could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of unexpected moments, did you catch Serena Williams?
Oh my God.
Casually crip walking during Not Like Us.
That was amazing.
That was incredible.
It was so quick, like a blink and you miss it moment.
Right.
But so significant.
So significant. What do you think?
Well, if you remember, Serena was rumored to have dated Drake years ago.
Yes.
Right? And then, of course, there's that whole thing with Drake dissing her husband in a song.
Oh, man. Right. And then to see her on stage, seemingly joining in on the diss.
Yeah. We're all in on this.
It's a power move.
Total power move.
And then, to top it off, she had that comment post-game about not trying those moves at Wimbledon.
Right. Because she'd get fined.
For fear of fines.
Yeah. It makes you wonder if that was all planned.
It makes you wonder if it was planned or just a brilliant coincidence.
Right. Either way.
It was awesome.
It was genius.
It was genius. So, okay, we've talked about some subtle digs, but let's talk about maybe a bigger statement.
Yeah.
The American flag formation during Humbly.
Oh, yes.
60 dancers in red, white, and blue. But
what a divided flag.
A divided flag.
Yeah.
You can't ignore the timing of this.
No, not at all.
Election season was heating up, right?
Yeah.
Political division was at a fever pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, of course, you have former President Trump sitting in the audience.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I totally forgot about that, too, until I reread the article.
It adds a whole other layer to the whole thing.
It does.
Knowing he's sitting there watching it.
Right.
It's what do you think Kendrick's trying to say with this?
What was he trying to say?
Was it a political statement?
Was it deliberate?
Yeah.
It felt deliberate?
It felt deliberate. He was making a statement about the state of the nation.
Right. The divided flag could symbolize a fractured country.
Absolutely.
And it's it forces you to think about it.
Exactly.
It forces you to confront the political climate.
It's powerful.
Yeah. And I think that's what's so interesting is depending on your political leanings.
Yeah, you might see it differently.
You might see it as patriotic or you might see it as a critique.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that's what's so cool about art is that it can have so many interpretations.
Especially in a setting like that.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl.
It's potent. It is. It's really potent. And speaking of things that were, unexpected.
Yeah.
Before we even got to Kendrick himself, we had Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam. That was not just a cameo.
It wasn't just hey, I'm here.
No, it was a whole scene.
Yeah, what'd you think about that?
Well, it wasn't even a straightforward, pump up the crowd moment.
Yeah.
He is hyping up the show.
Yeah.
But then he calls it too loud, too reckless, too ghetto.
Right.
And deducts a life when Kendrick's friends join him on stage.
So jarring.
I know. What'd you make of that?
Almost like a commentary on how mainstream America views hip-hop, right?
Yes, exactly.
Like it's something to be...
Like it needs to be controlled.
Feared or controlled.
Yeah, or contained.
Yeah, it's brilliance, though, right?
It is. It's so smart.
Because it challenges those perceptions right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Right? You're expecting
a celebration.
You're expecting a celebration,
yeah.
and then you're confronted with these uncomfortable truths.
It makes you think.
And it sets the stage for everything that comes after.
Right. Like Kendrick saying, this is who I am, this is my culture,
yeah.
and I'm not apologizing for it.
Yeah, okay, so let's shift gears.
Okay.
Let's talk about that 1987 Buick GNX that Kendrick rolled up in.
Oh, yeah, more than just a cool car.
More than just a cool car. I mean, this is where things get really interesting.
This is where it gets really interesting.
The GNX is featured super prominently in Kendrick's 2024 album, right?
Yeah.
And it's also like a tribute to his father, who drove a similar car.
When he was born.
Yeah. And there's that quote where he talks about his dad introducing him to rap.
Yes.
He said, "My pops put me on to rap. When I was born, I came home from the hospital in an 87 Buick Regal while my pops was bumping Big Daddy Kane."
Amazing.
Like, the car represents his whole origin story.
Right. It's personal. It's family.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's his roots.
Yeah. It's like this tangible symbol connecting him to his past.
Right.
While also, showing how far he's come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to talk about the A-chain.
The mystery.
The mystery. Everybody was talking about it.
Right.
What do you think it symbolizes?
I mean, there's a lot of fan theories, right?
Yeah.
Some people thought it was a reference to a lyric in Not Like Us.
Yeah, I saw that.
Other people thought maybe it was a shout out to his creative company, Pglang.
Right.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think sometimes it's okay to just let the mystery be.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Kendrick is known for his layered symbolism. This could just be one of those things that he leaves open to interpretation.
Yeah, I kind of love that.
Yeah.
It keeps us guessing.
It does.
Right? We're debating, we're engaging.
We're engaging with the art.
Yeah.
On a deeper level.
On a deeper level.
Yeah.
And that's like what it's all about.
It is. Yeah. It's about asking questions.
Yeah.
Thinking critically and coming up with our own interpretation.
Exactly. And sometimes, like, not everything needs
a definitive answer.
Yeah.
It's okay to not know for sure.
Yeah. Sometimes the beauty is in the ambiguity.
Exactly. Wow, it's the ambiguity that allows for those individual interpretations.
Absolutely.
And that's powerful.
Yeah. It's really powerful.
Yeah.
Like he's giving us all these pieces and we got to figure out how they fit together.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a puzzle.
Okay. So speaking of pieces fitting together.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that finale.
Oh, the finale.
When Kendrick brought out Mustard. You know the guy behind some of the biggest hits on GNX?
Yeah, more than just a few.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've got Not Like Us, TV Off, no.
Yeah.
His sound is all over that album.
Yeah.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because his style, that West Coast bounce, really complements Kendrick's lyrics.
It does.
Like the grit and the groove just work.
It's a perfect blend.
Yeah.
And it just adds another layer to the whole performance.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like it starts with the Drake diss.
Right.
Then you bring in Serena.
Yeah.
And then that American flag imagery.
Yeah.
And then it ends with bringing out a producer whose sound is so rooted in hip hop.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a statement.
It is a statement.
It's like a celebration.
It's like, this is hip hop.
Yeah. This is, Yeah.
And you know what's crazy?
What?
Mustard said he made the beat for Not Like Us in 30 minutes.
Away.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
30 minutes for a beat that became
an anthem.
An anthem.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane.
That's raw talent.
Raw talent.
Yeah.
I mean, it reminds you what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
With these huge artists.
You only get like a glimpse of that world.
Yeah, and it makes you appreciate the collaboration.
Right.
That goes into it.
And all the work that you don't see.
Yeah, all those people.
Yeah, all that talent.
Yeah. So as we're wrapping up this deep dive.
Yeah.
What stands out to you most?
About the performance.
About Kendrick's performance.
Oh, man. I think it's the audacity of it all.
Yeah.
Like to take the biggest stage in the world and just make these bold statements.
Right.
About identity, about culture, about politics.
Yeah.
It's more than entertainment.
It is.
It's a call to action.
It makes you think.
It does.
This whole performance has me thinking.
Oh, yeah.
About what?
What would my Super Bowl halftime show be?
Oh, interesting.
Like if I could design it with a message.
Yeah.
What symbols would I use?
What guests?
Yeah, what statement would I make?
That's a great question.
It is a good question.
No.
I think I would focus on like unity. Connection, bringing people together through music.
I like
through shared experiences.
I mean, it is the Super Bowl, right?
It is the Super Bowl.
It's supposed to be about bringing people together.
Maybe I'd like project a giant world map on the field.
Okay.
And I'd bring out like artists from all different countries.
Wow.
Different cultures.
That's really powerful.
To perform together.
I love that.
Yeah.
Using the Super Bowl, which is, the symbol of America,
right,
to highlight how connected we all are.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we're different, but we're all human.
We share a common humanity.
Yeah, I love that.
Right. And it makes me think about how Kendrick used his show to connect his personal story to bigger, like, social...
The bigger picture.
Yeah, the bigger picture.
Yeah.
And he did it in a way that was still entertaining.
Yeah. He didn't preach.
No.
It was art.
It was art.
And it made you think.
It made you think. So, to our listener, what stood out to you the most?
Yeah, what resonated with you?
What challenged you?
Or maybe what left you wanting more?
Because I think we've only scratched the surface.
Yeah, there's so much more to explore.
With Kendrick.
In his music, his lyrics, his journey as an artist.
So, if this deep dive sparked your interest,
go deeper.
Dive in.
Explore his album.
Listen to his interviews.
And see what you discover.
Because, I mean, his work is like a tapestry.
It is.
All these different threads.
Of history.
Of culture. Of his own personal experience.
Yeah, and the more you unravel it,
the
more you appreciate it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, like, music is a powerful tool.
It is.
It connects us.
It helps us understand each other.
It lets us express ourselves.
So let it move you.
Let it challenge you.
And let it inspire you.
Yeah.
To see the world in new ways.
He's inviting us on this journey with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm left with this feeling of, like, awe.
Yeah.
But also responsibility.
Oh, interesting.
Like, he's given us this gift.
Yeah.
This performance.
It's powerful.
And it's packed with meaning. But, like, it's up to us.
To unpack it.
To unpack it.
To figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, let it inform our own views,
Exactly. It's not just about watching it. It's about engaging with it.
Yes.
It's about thinking about it.
So, like, what did you take away from this?
Yeah, what questions are you still thinking about?
There are so many.
Yeah.
Like, how did he pull off something so technically complex on such a massive stage?
I mean, the choreography, the lighting, the transitions.
The guest appearances.
It all flowed so well.
It was seamless.
Yeah.
And it makes you think about all the work.
Behind the scenes.
That went into
all those conversations, all the planning.
Yeah, I mean, it really speaks to his vision.
Oh, absolutely.
To be able to bring all those people together.
Yeah.
And make that happen.
And it reminds you of the power of collaboration. Like, none of this happens in a vacuum.
Right.
It takes so many people.
So many talented people.
All working together.
Yeah. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
It is. It is.
So as you continue to explore Kendrick's work.
Yeah.
Like, remember to look beyond the surface.
Look deeper.
Pay attention to the lyrics, the symbolism, the production.
There's always more there.
There's so much to uncover.
Yeah. And don't be afraid to come up with your own interpretations.
Right. There's no right or wrong answer.
It's art. It's art. You get to decide what it means to you.
Exactly. What resonates with you.
Yeah.
What challenges you.
What makes you see the world differently.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want you to, like, think about how this performance has impacted you.
What conversations has it sparked?
Yeah.
Has it shifted your perspective?
Has it inspired you? And how can you take that and, like, apply it to your own life?
Your own work.
Your own creative endeavors.
Yeah.
Because art has this power to transform us.
It does.
To connect us.
Yeah.
And to inspire us to be better people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive
into Kendrick's Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, we'll catch you next time
for another deep dive into ideas
and the human experience.